Hi everybody, welcome to Shojib Tutorials. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do display capture and game capture using OBS. OBS is an open source software for streaming and recording videos. I use it, it's my personal favorite. I use it all the times. I use it for creating tutorial videos and gameplays. I'll put the OBS download page URL in the description section of the video. So open OBS, and in the window you'll see something like this. So you have on the left bottom corner you have scenes. You might have by default you have to have at least one scenes created. So it could be default or games or desktop, whatever it is. You can either rename it or you can create a brand new scene. So in my case, since there's the only one I have and I don't have anything else, any sources, I'll go ahead and rename it to desktop. So I'm going to create that scene, and then in the sources tab I'll right click and do add display capture, and you can change the name. I'll keep it as it is. So after you have that, you get to choose which display you want to do. So in my scenario, I'll be recording on display 1. So I'll go ahead, click that and click on OK. You can see the preview. You can tell by, you can also open a window, and that will show you the screen that being captured. So yeah, so you can see there's the window that I have open, and click on OK after you're satisfied. And this is my current screen. On the left side of the screen I have OBS software open, and on the right side I have the Chrome browser open. So now what you want to do is you want to go to settings. So you can choose the source display capture and click on settings, and move to output. Since this part is only about display capture, we are going to keep things very simple, because complexity is not necessary in this display capture, unless you want to capture games or something, or videos. In that scenario, you want to follow the way I would show you how to capture games using the advanced output mode. But for display capture, let's stick with simple output mode. So in the simple output mode, you will see streaming and recording. We're going to skip streaming because this video is only about recording, and you want to set your path where you want to record it, and then you want to choose the recording quality. For video like this, for capturing window screens and doing tutorials videos, I usually keep it high quality, but it's up to you if you want to go beyond high quality, and feel free to do that. In this video I'm going to stick with high quality medium file size. I'm going to keep recording format as MP4. You can change it to other things. If you want to do multiple tracks, you either have to do MP4, and I think MKV also support multiple tracks, but I always use MP4 for recording format. And then encoder, if you have NVIDIA graphics card that support NVENC, NVE, NC, go ahead, you choose hardware. Else you have to choose software encoder. So in my case, I have NVIDIA graphics card with this feature. I'm going to go ahead and use hardware. Hardware is faster. So after you do that is click on apply, and then move on to the audio section. In the audio section, I have 48K AC. You can either choose 44 or 48. I recommend 48 channel to stereo, and I have desktop audio to speakers, and which is the desktop audio device 1 to set to speakers, and desktop audio device 2 to disabled, because I have only one desktop output. And I have microphone audio device 1 to set to microphone, and 2 and 3 are disabled. In this section you see the 2 audio devices are selected. One is mic, one is desktop audio. So and after that you can move on to, you can click on apply. Since I already had the setting, I didn't have to click on apply, but you can click on apply and move on to video. So in the video you choose the base canvas resolution. In my case I'm using 1920 by 1080. Even though I'm using 4K monitor, I downgraded my resolution to 1920 by 1080 for this tutorial only. So it's simplified. If you have higher resolution you can use that, and in the output resolution you can use the same resolution, or you can downgrade it to 1920 by 1080. That's up to you, but I recommend sticking with the same resolution for both. Then downscale filter, for this video I will choose 16 samples. I recommend 32 for gaming and other high definition or video purposes, but in this video I'm going to stick with 16 samplers. Common FPS values, I usually for games I use 60, but for this video, for capturing screen, I'm going to stick with 30. Now after that click on apply and click on OK. So after that you are mostly set. In the mixer you will see microphone and desktop, and microphone bar should be jumping because I'm talking. And in this, click on the option icon and go to advanced audio properties. In here, this is very important, you will see those two audio devices that you have select, mic and desktop audio with other options. Let's move on to tracks. I'm going to talk about tracks. Tracks are very important. This is choosing these tracks, we will verify where the track is being where the audio's output is being saved. So in this scenario, as you see, one is being check marked for both microphone and desktop audio. That means both audio will be recorded in track 1 in a single track. You can also do separate tracks. You can do mic to be recorded as track 1 and desktop to be recorded in track 2. I'll show you how to do that in the second part of the video, where I show you how to capture games. But for simplicity of only capturing display capture or making tutorial videos, or capturing windows and simple stuff, I will stick to one track. So I'll be recording desktop audio to track 1 and microphone in the same track. So choose both of them and click on close. So after that you're all set. It's time to record. So what I can do is, now I can click on start and it will record. Right now I'm recording. Mic testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I'm recording. Mic testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I'm going to play video.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved. So today we're gonna upgrade this base or hut to wood, and maybe even add a dinosaur pen around.
Alright, right now I'm about to stop the recording, and I have stopped recording. So far so good. We have recorded our first video using display capture. Let's see how it looks. I'm going to open the folder, and I have this here, and currently it's being saved by date and timestamp. And then you have to, right now I'm recording. Mic testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I'm recording mic. So I'm about to, I already played it already, but I'm going to play it from the beginning. Alright, 1 2 go. Right now I'm recording. Mic testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I'm recording. Mic testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I'm going to play video.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved. So today we're gonna upgrade this base or hut to wood, and maybe even add a dinosaur pen around.
Alright, right now I'm about to stop the recording. Okay, there you have seen it. So we're back to tutorials. So that's how it works. I mean, we have recorded a video and there's only one track. I can also show you that the track, if you open it using VLC media player. Right now I'm recording. And you go to audio track, you have only one audio track. Now I'm going to close this video and go back to our screen. So that's it for the display capture part of the video, and for the next part I'm going to show you how to capture game. The setting that I use to capture my own games in my Shojib gaming channel and this channel. So first you want to create a new scene, right click and do add, and you want to do games, I guess, games, and then in the sources you want to right click and add game capture, and I want to keep game capture as it is. Click on OK, and now you want to do is in the mode you can do different things. You can capture any full screen application, you can do capture foreground window with hotkey, but I recommend for game capture do capture specific window, because it will stick to that specific window no matter what. You can switch to different window, but the OBS will focus on that specific window and it will only record that specific window. So I recommend that. So in that case I don't have any games open, so I'm going to close this. I'm going to click on OK, and I'm going to go to my desktop and open a game. So I have opened the game Kingdoms and Castle. Right now I'm going to switch back to the OBS, and as you can see it's picking up both of the sounds, right, microphone and desktop. Right now we still have to do some settings, so double click on game capture, then click on window and select the game. Now you'll see the game Kingdoms and Castle.exe. Kingdoms and Castle shows up the window. So make sure when you open the game, you can have the OBS open, but open the game, then you have to have this window open, otherwise you won't see this option. So open the game and then double click on game capture and then select the game window and then click on OK. Leave everything as it is. Right after you do that, you will see the it's showing you in the preview section. Sometimes you have the preview disabled, you can do right click and do enable preview and it will show up right on the screen. So after that, what you want to do is that you want to go to settings. So you want to go to settings and then go to output. In the output you want to select advanced, because this is game capture, you want to do some advanced stuff, right? So I'm not talking about streaming, but I'm going to mute the audio for right now. Save and go back. So we're going to skip streaming and go to recording. In there you want to set the path of recording, whatever you want to do, and the recording format. I highly recommend MP4. The only problem with MP4 is that if your system crashes in between recording, you will not be able to play your video. I'm sure there are some other software that can fix MP4, but they're not guaranteed. So you have other format, but I think MP4 definitely records multiple tracks. I have always done that, and I think MKV also support that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 100% sure with MP4. I always use MP4 with multiple tracks, so I recommend MP4. In our audio tracks, we are going to play with 3 different tracks. Even though we have one for speaker and one for audio, we're going to have track 1 for both audio and microphone and audio speaker. recorded in the single track, and we're going to use the audio track 2 for microphone voiceover and audio track 3 for the speaker audio output. And I'm going to stick with the hardware encoder, and if you don't have NVIDIA, stick to X264, which is the software, and this is the hardware. And you can, if you have a 4K monitor and your base and your if you have 4K monitor, if your resolution is 4K and you want to rescale the output to 1920 by 1080, you can do that here. But for me, I don't have to do that because my I downgraded my resolution to 1920 by 1080 and output to 1920 by 1080 for the sake of this video. Then you want to go to rate control. Now we have variable bit rate, which is you can set a maximum bit rate, and then the algorithm will decide when to use that. It will not go beyond 40,000 kilobits per second. It will stay within that, but it will change. It will go up and down, but not beyond 40,000. So in some sense, when you don't have too many objects in the game, you don't have too many things happening, then you don't need to have 40,000 bit rate. You can do less than that. So VBR algorithm figures that out for you. And then you have constant bit rate, which is always, if you put your bitrate 40,000, it will always stay 40,000 no matter what happening in your game. It will be always 40,000. And I personally use CBR because I don't want to take any chances on algorithms. Then you have CQP, which is very similar to VBR, but I think it's only for recording. VBR can do streaming and recording. Both. CBR is for streaming and recording. Lossless is for streaming and recording. CQP is, I think, only for recording. It's very similar to VBR with different algorithm. You can search for this in the OBS website for more details. I'm not 100%. I can provide you all the information about CQP, but CBR, VBR, and lossless is exactly what you see in the game. Will be dumped into a file, and that's it. The file size is huge, so I recommend CBR and 40,000 for a good amount of high definition gameplay recording. I personally recommend this. You can play with different settings for your needs. See what you do. Don't go less than 20,000. Stick to in between 20,000 to 40,000. 30,000 is good. 40,000 is very good. And keyframe interval, keep it to auto, which is 0. And preset is you can go with high quality if you want your game to be high quality, and high performance if you want your recorded game to be high performance. Is totally in FPS, so your recorded game will prioritize to be high performance no matter what. You can either go for high quality and high performance, but I kind of like high performance. And profile is high, level is auto, and leave everything as it is, and this is good. Click on apply, and then you want to move to audio. I'm going to use 3 tracks, and I personally like 320 by 320 by 320 to get the highest bit rate for audio as possible. So I'm happy with this. Click on apply, and then move on to the audio section of the this game capture config. So sample rate I will keep as 48K HD. Channels will be stereo. Desktop audio 1 will be speaker. Desktop audio device 2 will be disabled. I have only one microphone I'll be using. Mic 1 will be microphone, and microphone audio device 2 and 3 will be disabled. In this area you will say microphone 1 and desktop audio. If I select more microphone, you will see it will show up in this area. If I click on apply, you will see another microphone, mic aux 2 showed up. So I will go ahead and disable that and click on apply. Now I am back to 2, and after that click on apply, go to video. In here I my base resolution is 1920 by 1080. This is the primary monitor that you are going to record your game and I'm using 1920 by 1080. If you have higher resolution, 40, maybe 4K, you can have that there, and then output could be scaled down to 1920 by 1080. You can also have that scaled in the rescale output here as well. So for simplicity, I keep 1920 by 1080, and I'm happy with the resolution output, scaled resolution to 1920 by 10. This you can change to if you have like higher resolution in the base, and you can scale it down to 1920 by 1080 here. So for me, both are the same, so no problem for me. So downscale filter will be for game chapter. I'll be keeping 32 samples for sharpened scaling, and for game recording, I always use 60 frames per second to get the best out of it. After that, click on apply, and everything is good. Click on OK. So you're almost set. So one last thing you can do is that you, in the mixer section, you have mic/aux and desktop audio. Click on any of this icon, and then click on advanced audio properties. In here, this is very important. We have microphone 1 and desktop audio. I'm not going to touch any of these settings. I'm going to keep as it is, but I'm going to focus on tracks. In tracks, remember I chose 3 tracks, and I wanted the first track to be both microphone and desktop audio. I wanted the second one to be microphone voiceover, and third track to be desktop audio. So what's going to happen in track 1? We have 3 tracks. In track 1, both the voiceover, microphone voiceover, and desktop audio will be recorded in a single track. In track 2, only the microphone audio will be recorded. In track 3, only the desktop audio will be recorded. So after that, I'm happy with this setting. Click on close, and we are ready to record it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go back to the game and increase the music up. Okay, save it. See that even though I'm not showing I'm not displaying the game in my primary window, I'm still seeing that in OBS because I'm locked on to that specific window. The kingdoms and castle.exe file, that specific window, I'm locked onto that. No matter which I can go to Chrome and browse the website, but this will not change. This will stick to that specific window. This is very cool. So after that, we're ready to record, right? Let's click on start recording, and we are going to the music. Just all right, there you go. Okay, 1 2 3. So we just began recording kingdoms and castles. We are doing voiceover. We expect 3 tracks to be recorded. In track 1, we expect microphone voiceover and the game music, the game background music to be recorded. In track 2, we expect microphone or voiceover to be recorded. In track 3, we only want the game music to be recorded. So mic testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I'm going to stop recording right now. So there you go. I have stopped recording. I'm going to go ahead and quit the game, and the display is gone because the window doesn't exist anymore. But the recording is done. So let's play the recording now. I have the recording right here. Let's click on this. By default, all video player plays track 1, and remember, track 1 has both our voiceover and speaker audio, so you'll hear my voice and the background music as well. So we just began recording kingdoms and castles. We are doing voiceover. We expect 3 tracks to be recorded. In track 1, we expect microphone voiceover and the game music, the game background music to be recorded. In track 2, we expect microphone or voiceover to be recorded. In track 3, we only want the game music to be recorded. So mic testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I'm going to stop recording right now. And there you go, the recording of track 1. And now I'm going to show you track 2 and 3 using VLC media player. So what you want to do, the way you want to see that three track audio tracks are recorded, you open the video in VLC media player, go to audio and go to audio track and see track 1, 2, 3. Voila, isn't that cool? So right now, if you play track 1, you hear my voice and the begin recording background music, and you will see you hear my voice and the background music. Kingdom. Now if I do track 2, remember track 2 is only my voiceover, so you will not hear the background music of the game, only my voice. Track 2 I'm playing right now. Castles, we are doing voiceover. We expect 3 tracks to be recorded. In track 1 we expect microphone voiceover and so did you notice that you didn't hear any background music, only my voice, because we were on track 2. In track 3 you will not hear my voice but the game music in the background. Let's play that. Track 3 playing. And there you go. That's how you do it in OBS. So I will do more video that supports this video as well. For example, how can you use those tracks and do video editing in your favorite video editor. So that's it for this video tutorial. If you have any questions, any recommendations, any requests, any tips or tricks, so what kind of tutorials do you want to see in the channel, what kind of tutorials will be helpful to you, please add them in the comment section below. If you like the video, please press the thumbs up button, and if you want to see more of these videos, please subscribe. Goodbye.